What's going on, Clash Bashers? Rocky here today, and today we have some great update news for you guys. I'm sure you can tell, but we think that Supercell has a fix for engineering, guys. This is huge news. This should prevent anyone from engineering Town Hall 12. Now, existing engineers, I don't think this is going to affect them, but new engineers are not going to be able to happen. We're going to talk about that today, along with some other great balancing changes and some updates to the game coming with this update that's going to improve the quality of life. And guys, I am so pumped up for this update. If you guys are too, make sure you subscribe with those notifications on. That way you know when any of this info is coming out right away. It'll be posted on my channel as soon as I could possibly ever get it out to you guys. So make sure you have those notifications on, and leave a like on the video. We're going to talk about how did Supercell fix engineering. We're going to talk about other balancing changes and show some great examples today. And Town Hall 12, man, I am so pumped up for it. I got this little Town Hall 12 level 5. Oh man, I love the way that thing looks. What do you guys think about the way Town Hall 12 looks? Do you guys like it? Love it? Hate it? Let me know in the comments section. But let's go ahead and talk about how Supercell fixed engineering. Alrighty, guys. So one of the things we often see is people will go up, from like Town Hall 8, go up to Town Hall 9. They don't have their bows, and then they try to go up to Town Hall 10 so they can have no bows, no infernos. I think they call this like an 8.10 or something ridiculous. I don't agree with it. I say drop all your new defenses, get it down, learn how to defend. However, with this new update, guys, say you're a Town Hall 9 or a Town Hall 9 that hasn't dropped any of the new buildings for Town Hall 8. Check this out, guys. If I go try to upgrade my Town Hall, you need to build everything. Upgrade locked. Look at that. You have to build all the new buildings, guys. This will prevent people, for instance, engineer Town Hall 11s from going to Town Hall 12 because they won't have all the new defenses and stuff. This will prevent anyone from rushing up too fast. I mean, you'll still be able to rush, but you won't be able to rush without defenses. This is a huge step. This should help balance a lot of war matchups as well. You won't be seeing any engineered bases, definitely any engineered 12s, because engineered 12s will not be able to happen. Now, existing engineers, I think, will still be able to be a thing, unfortunately, because, well, they have to, try to upgrade. But this puts a stop to brand new engineers. No one is going to be able to engineer because they have to build all of these buildings, guys. You can't go up unless you get all the new buildings. Oh, I'm so pumped for this. This is going to help out so much with the engineering epidemic in the game. I am so excited about it. So we're going to talk about some other great balancing and updates also coming with this update. So let's go ahead and hop into that stuff, guys. Alrighty, guys. So some of the things changing with this coming update. If you see here, I have 11 freeze spells. Freeze became pretty irrelevant when the Infernos got nerfed. So freeze spell is going to be a 1 spell slot, which means it'll be cheaper, but you can take freeze. You can just take them on the go now. Now it is gonna take. It's not gonna freeze for as long. It's still gonna. It's gonna be a little bit nerfed as far as like it's not gonna be a full out regular freeze. But I mean, you can see here they last pretty well. And I mean, if you're counting seconds and stuff, these are always subject to change. But you can tell, man, you can run 11 freeze spells if you really want. Now you can also see I got miners here. Miners are also going to get a speed boost. Miners are going to move faster from building to building, target to target. So you can kind of see here they're going to move significantly faster. And I don't have an example of the old speed, but if you watched yesterday's video, I used some miners on the Town Hall 10. But you can see these bad boys are going to just fly in here. And they just move pretty fast from building to building. It's a lot faster. It's definitely noticeable. And then we can, see our lovely little freeze spells in here. Freeze this poor little baby Town Hall. And I like the freeze being 1 spell slot. I mean, that's pretty crazy. And it lasts a decent amount of time. So that's going to be a pretty big change. I think we're going to see freezes starting to be used more, guys. All right, guys, so another change coming is that clone spell will now only be 3 housing space instead of 4. So before you could only take a max of, 2 clone spells. But now you could take 3 clone spells in there, and with the capacity, you could clone a ton of balloons. Let's go ahead and check this baby out. Let's go ahead and put in some balloons. Throw in 3 clones. Now look at all those clone balloons. Oh, that is so lovely. That's so many clone balloons. It's going to be pretty awesome to use. I already used Clone Lalo anyways for farming, but having more clone balloons is going to be absolutely lovely, guys. So I'm really looking forward to this one, along with clone miners, clone Lalo, clone bowlers. There's a lot of clone possibilities out there that might see a little bit of a comeback. So clone spells gonna be a little bit more usable in my opinion. I think this is a great change as well. Let's go ahead and check out the next update. All right, guys, next up, lightning spells from level 2 and up are gonna get a nice little buff. So if we kind of check it out here, we're going to use a couple lightning spells, and they got a pretty big buff. Level 7 lightning spells are almost double the damage. Not quite double the damage, but you can see pretty significant boost there. Level 5s and 6 getting a huge boost. I mean, these numbers are subject to change, but Zapquake might be crazy and a little bit more usable using only 2 lightning spells. Oh man, that's going to be absolutely ridiculous. Let's go ahead and check out some more, guys. Alright guys, next up, bowlers are getting a little bit of a nerf. All 3 levels getting a little bit of a nerf, just a little bit less damage that they will do. Their DPS is going to be reduced by approximately 5 at all levels, so just a little bit less damage per second, which honestly I think is necessary. Bowlers are already really OP, so the fact that they're going to do a little bit less damage, I think is going to be really healthy for the game. Witches actually getting a buff. This one surprises me, guys. Witches getting a buff. They're going to get more hit points, more DPS, and level 1 is going to spawn more skeletons. Level 2 is going to have no change, but level 3 is going to spawn 1 less skeleton. So instead of 5 skeletons, it's going to spawn 4 for each one, and we can kind of see there. But they get a hit point and DPS buff, which I thought witches were pretty OP already, but they're getting a little bit of a buff. That's kind of crazy to me, guys. Dragons getting a little bit of a hit point buff. Their hit points are going to go up just slightly, but the big thing with dragons is they are going to be significantly cheaper to train, guys. So dragon farming might be a thing. We might even see dragons being used more in war. But I think dragon farming is going to be more of a thing now because they're going to be a lot cheaper to use. Just for farming raids and just regular raids in general. So let's go ahead and keep checking this out, guys. Alright guys, next up, level 7 and 8 giants are going to get a slight hit point buff, be a little bit beefier. Healers getting a little bit of a nerf. Level 4 and 5 healers not going to do as much healing power. Just a little bit of a nerf there to them at levels 4 and 5. P.E.K.K.A.'s also getting a little bit of a boost in hit points and training costs. So P.E.K.K.A.'s going to be a little bit cheaper to train. They are still a little bit slower, but this will help them be trained faster. But you can see the healer's not going to be able to train quite as, or heal quite as fast. But I think that'll be alright, guys. I mean, the queen walks and troop walks and, like, you know, the healed bow witch, that stuff was pretty OP. So I think it'll be alright that the healers kind of get a little bit of a nerf there. Next up, guys, the Eagle Artillery is no longer going to do 3 times bonus damage to golems. So golems are going to be able to tank a little bit more. I'm trying to get the eagle to go off here to attack. All right, there we go. The eagle's going to go off. So we'll see. It's no longer a 3 times bonus. So the golems will be able to tank just a little bit better here when those eagles shots do come right now. I mean, eagle shots are still really powerful, but it's no longer going to get that bonus to take out those golems a lot faster, which I think is really good. Give us a little bit more tanking power and stuff like that. So nice little feature right there. As far as defenses, Archer Towers level 12, 13, and 14. Damage decreased just slightly, just a little bit there. Inferno Towers damage is going to be increased for single and multi-mode at levels 4 and 5. Bomb Tower level 5 and 6 is going to be increased. So, you know, the higher Town Hall levels getting some more defensive buffs, which is going to actually probably help out a little bit defending with some of these, you know, nice OP troop buffs, witches especially, and miners and freeze spells. I think that's going to be good to kind of offset things, but I really do think we're going to see freezes being used more. Now, another thing is war loot has been increased, guys. If you win, you're going to get a good amount more, but if you lose, you're going to get quite a bit more loot than you were getting in the past, which is going to be really awesome. And then the star bonus, the daily star bonus, is going to be significantly higher, like quite a bit higher for doing the star bonus day in and day out. And then also treasuries are going to be able to hold a lot more loot in there. And then the biggest thing that a lot of people have been talking about, guys, is that walls are going to be cheaper to upgrade. They are quite a bit cheaper. I'm not going to give the exact numbers because that's subject to change, but I mean, we're talking in some cases knocking off 1 million gold or elixir for some of these walls. So wall grinding going to be a lot easier, guys, because, you know, Supercell kind of understands that wall grinding is not fun. So that'll help out, you know, Town Hall 9s and Town Hall 10s and 11s, grinding some of those expensive walls out. They will be a lot cheaper moving forward. Now, the wall ring is going to be reduced in price from 200 gems to 100 gems per ring, and then the trader will actually have more rings available. So that's a pretty interesting thing. And then the number of rings required to upgrade each wall is going to be a little bit reduced, which is really cool. The trader's going to have more wall rings, like I said, in there, but the wall rings will actually be a little bit more effective, which will be really good. And then maximum gold and storage, it's going to be increased to 12 million at Town Hall 12. I think you kind of saw before I had a little bit, ton of resources in there. So we're going to see that we're going to get up to 12 million gold and elixir, and then 240,000 dark elixir will now be able to be held at Town Hall 12. And then just to wrap things up, guys, Builder Base is getting 20 wall pieces at Builder Hall 8, and then the Super P.E.K.K.A death damage is going to be decreased across all levels. So, you know, some Builder Base stuff buff or, you know, balancing changes in there as well. Guys, what do you think about some of these balancing changes? There's some fun stuff in here. Do you guys love it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comments section. But that is all for today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to have those notifications on so you can be informed of all information as soon as it comes out. You guys have a great day. Keep on Clash Bashing.